Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another round of weekly planning sessions. This is our weekly plan with me that meets every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern here on TikTok Live. I am so excited to have you all here today. Our theme for this week is going to be friendship bracelets. Good morning, Jenna. So I've gathered some inspiration. Hey, Spooky. And so, for instance, there's not a ton of inspiration out there, but I liked this idea, and I think we can definitely make some good bracelets this week. I'm really excited to be going through this with you all today. Okay, I went to Acadia this weekend, and it was absolutely amazing, you guys. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. It was such a fun, I did a really fun hike, all those different things that challenging and rewarding. How was everyone's weekend on here? I have a really good idea for today that's going to be a little different, and we are going to focus a lot. Hey, Jules, good morning. So today at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting our first classes with Caitlin, actually. And so I recommend going to the link in our bio and grabbing a companion sheet. So today at 3 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be hosting our Balance Your Plate, which is classes with Caitlin. This is going to be our first exercise. It's not one that's in the planner. It's going to be a good warm-up and preparation for our continuous classes that will be then happening every Thursday and every Tuesday. Good morning, Kelly. So totally fair. I would also start on your own end. We do have a welcome page in here, and that's going to really start you off for success. So this is just going to walk you through everything you'll find in this planner, and you'll be able to even get a little explanation on the Defiance Guide to Achieving Your Goals. For this week in particular, we are doing a friendship bracelet theme, and I am going to start this off with our goal planning section. So let's dive in. It's pretty crazy. We're already in the last week of August. So this is going to be the last week of our health and wellness pathway goals. So we are going to be taking everything we've been working on this past week or this past month. Hey, Lena, good morning. And we are going to be combining it all. So it is time to finalize that routine. So for instance, our umbrella goal, if we flip back to section 1, was to stay grounded and energized by nurturing a mindfulness routine that supports my joy, peace, and presence. Good morning, Framed and Dangerous. And so this past month, we've been working on a monthly action item I summarized it, develop consistent mindfulness routine. And so through our weekly action items, we've been doing evening journaling, daily gratitude, a thought labeling. And this is now time to combine it all. It's that last week, and I'm feeling really confident in the progress that we've been making. So we are going to start by just adding in the weekly pathway focus. Your big focus right now, Lena, is mental health. That is incredible. What is everyone's goal for this week? So our pathway specifically is health and wellness. I grabbed the wrong color. We're going to grab this green. Good morning, Christy. So I'm going to write in health and wellness. Faith. Or Andy, sorry. I'm forever working on my mental health. I recommend journaling. Such a good idea. That's actually part of what we're doing this week, which is really amazing. So our monthly action item, we're going to once again carry that over because we want it to be the same monthly action item. You can mix it up, but I want to specifically keep wrapping up our develop a consistent mindfulness routine. So I am going to just write that right here. I'm going to go over it twice so you guys can see this. And then I'm just going to write in that monthly action item. Develop a consistent. I'm just going to adjust this. It's shaking on us. Oh, that's an interesting point. Lena said last week I was going to do positive affirmations daily, but that didn't work out. I think that's a really important thing to recognize, because then I want you to ask yourself, why didn't it work out? What was it that didn't make it so either you weren't consistent with it or maybe you weren't resonating with it? I'm trying to just make sure I can fit this all. Okay. That's when I would actually challenge you to take it a little farther, though, and focus specifically on the affirmation piece and see why that weekly action item didn't work out. Was it that you weren't finding the right affirmations, or that or maybe it goes a little deeper? This week for our consistent mindfulness routine, we are doing it a little bit differently. I want to combine everything we've done. So, for instance, we focused on AM, afternoon, and evening. So I want to combine it all and do AM and PM. So for our consistent mindfulness routine, we are going to do, can you guys see this okay? Yes, okay. AM is going to be morning gratitude. So AM is going to be morning. I keep underestimating my amount of space it takes. Morning. Okay, that makes sense, Galina. And I'm proud of you for recognizing and getting ready to take those steps to make a change. I think that that's what this process is all about. And over time, you're going to learn what strategies you can implement, what's going to work best for you. Oh, I should have done this a little bit taller up, but I wasn't getting that. That's okay. Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. That's the worst. And then in the PM, hi, Cindy, good morning. I'm happy you can hop on for a second to say hi. How are you holding up? PM, we're going to do, yes, spooky. Wait, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, no, mild liners are such a good starting point. I love that. Which color scheme did you get? And then the PM, the last thing I wanted to do for our weekly action item setting is going to be our journaling at night. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because this is going to allow us to take everything we've been working on and put it all together. And that is what is really helpful when it comes to goal progress and taking that time to assess, okay, what's working and what is going to help us moving forward. Those classes with Caitlin will be happening again, you guys. It's starting today, actually, at 3 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be doing our Balance Your Plate exercises. Again, this is available at the link in our bio, the companion worksheet that I do recommend grabbing. Link in bio to just grab your copy for today's 3 p.m. Eastern class. I wanted to make sure you guys know, I know there was a little scheduling issues. It is going to be today at 3 p.m. Eastern. I have a lot of you guys excited for it, and it will be today. This is going to then take you, so now that we've done our weekly action items, I want to schedule them in. Ooh. Wait, that's a really good point, Andy. I've been tweaking Andy said I've been tweaking my AM and PM routines. You find it's best to write a checklist for both every day until it's second nature habit. I love that. That's what we're going to be doing next, actually, with this AM and PM. And someone asked, you have ADHD planners that have work and personal included. So this I actually hear from so many people that this is the best planner that they've found for ADHD due to the fact that every month. So you will have a set of trackers, and this is going to help give you that motivation to check something off every day, because we all need that push, something to look forward to and stay consistent with. You'll have your monthlies, which is going to give you different buckets. So on a monthly basis, you're going to be able to separate any people you need to contact, places to visit, important tasks. So these are all going to look like they're all going to come just like this. And then every week we plan them out together. On a weekly basis, you are going to have separate to-do lists with that separate work and personal reminders, which we will get to talking about how I want to set those up for this week as well. Another thing I wanted to make sure we did this week was continue scheduling in our weekly action items, so that way we can really build that consistency. And you're going to notice that this week I'm going to be doing a lot of color coding. That was one thing I wanted to challenge us with this week, was to do a little time blocking and color coding. So, interest in number 2. Number 2 in your cards is our academic planner. This academic planner is perfect for students. So are you a student by chance? Number 2 in the cart is specifically academic. That is going to be that umbrella, that double gold spiral right over here. And you are going to have contacts page, as well as 4 course schedules where you can keep track of, okay, what semester, the time blocking, course location, and instructor. So for students, I would lean you towards the academic, which is also great for those who, like you were asking about, has ADHD. Because, I skipped a page. This is going to take, you see how we're having our goal planning system in the one that I'm currently have pinned for you? That is still going to be included. We have such fast shipping. If you order it today, it'll be shipped out today, and you'll get it in 2 to 5 business days. Super fast. So, yep, such fast shipping. You are going to get it in no time. So you'll get it this week, and you'll be able to set up the navigate your gear and goal planning, still giving you that set of trackers. But what's nice about the academic is that these are going to be a Monday start. So you'll see here, the one that we are filling out today is a Sunday start. These are specifically designed for students, giving them that Monday start. On a monthly basis, you'll have the inspirational words box. We don't have a green cover, but we do have, let me grab you the different color options we do have in those academics. If you're looking for a specifically green one, I would say the desert moon. The desert moon is a great option. The scenic valley is going to be another beautiful one. Oh my gosh, don't be sorry. That's what I'm here for. I'm happy that you found us. You've come to the right place. Or golden hour. I can also hold these up one by one so you can see. But these are going to be in that, they're not green, but they are a little more on like that type of family. Just so you know. And the weeklies on those academics, just to give everyone that full wrap up, is going to have positive affirmation, exams, projects and papers, meetings, notes, academic reminders, and personal reminders. So for you, I would go with the one that's currently pinned. This is going to be perfect, absolutely, for that everyday use. I'm just going to move these to the side real quick, just to prevent confusion. So this one, hit that one. So this right here is going to give you everything you need for the work and personal life balance. You will still have those accountability trackers, and you'll also have monthly calendars, as well as what we are currently setting up, which are the weeklies. You'll also have monthly reflections, And you are getting such a beautiful community. So I host book club once a month, which you can also register for in the link in our bio. And we do classes with Caitlin. I also recommend subscribing to us on Red. That way you can get extra resources. Our class today will be at 3 p.m. and we will be doing this exercise called Balance Your Plate that you can do without the planner as well. So I would recommend joining us for that class as well. Oh my gosh, Jenna's sister's on here. Wait, that's amazing. Yes, they are free. Free to join. The first one's today at 3 p.m. Eastern. There's an event made that you can actually register for. And so is this this worksheet is also free. So you can grab that at the link as well. I want to start off with the goal planning for the next round. It is available in our bio. So the class is there's an event made that you can just tap on, and that will bring you to the class. Let's see. Okay, so you're also asking about the manifestation journal. I can show you guys that too as well. This is that Mystic Michaela manifestation journal. This one, which product was it that you showed interest in? Number 13 in your cards. Lucky number 13. This is going to give you that guide for daily manifestation. This is going to be our partnership with Psychic Aura Reader, Mystic Michaela. And you are going to have different prompts in the beginning, different section to help guide you in this process. This is going to give you look inward. Oh no, Christy, well don't worry. There is also going to be, I will upload it to Red right after, and I'm going to be having separate videos as well up there. So you'll still get full access to the class. But I will miss you. You can always have us on in the background. I know a lot of people do. You'll also have, these right here are the daily manifestation pages. So there's daily mantra, my goal and intention, gratitude, self-worth check, scripting, take action, and evening reflection. So this is going to be another great product to go alongside your defined your defined planner. So that way when you are setting up your goals, you have a mindset shift to back you. So part of why we include gratitude in those manifestation journals is because Mystic Michaela always says that is the quickest way to raise your vibes. So part of my routine that I've been doing is actually that morning gratitude and intention setting in my own journal, and that really helps me connect and focus on that mindfulness piece. So before we add in our live schedule and continue on with our color coding, I want to add in a little reminder for myself on every day to add in that AM morning gratitude and intention journaling. So for this, I'm going to keep that color coding, but I'm just going to make it look a little different because I'm just going to do a line. So I'm going to draw a line every morning. And this is going to, kind of like Andy was saying, it builds you that habit until it becomes second nature and you don't even need that reminder. Yes, I will dive into the friendship bracelet theme. I am so excited too about it. I have some good inspo that I'm going to add in just a moment. I wanted to just make sure that we started off with the goal planning because this can be a little confusing for some. So I like to have those daily reminders. So I am going to write in gratitude and intention. And another thing I was going to challenge myself this week was to add to our weekly action item was going to be focusing on a theme. So for instance, every week we could actually set up a different theme. So gratitude, for instance, I was thinking it would be really nice to have this week be focusing on daily little joys. So I'm just going to do a little note up here, and I'm going to write this week's gratitude theme daily little joys. I spelled that wrong. Daily. And every week moving forward, we can add in what our gratitude theme is, which I thought would be a really cute way to not allow our routine or our gratitude to ever feel stagnant or repetitive. I wanted to really challenge myself. Can you guys read that okay? Yes. Okay, that green shows up. And so having this little reminder is going to allow us to check it off. So I'm just going to keep writing it because as you are building that routine, that consistency and that repetitive viewing of it really helps to build that consistency. So we're going to go. Gratitude and intention. And then one more right down here, two more. And then we can shift to our PM part of this aspect as well. Amazing. And then every night, we are going to do a little journaling. And I actually have a prompt that I'm going to be asking myself every day this week. And we can always shift it as our routine gets more developed and more consistent. But it's important that you start off with something that's going to resonate with you. And so if you guys are trying to get more consistent with that journaling, I know we mentioned that earlier, maybe every day, what I'm going to be doing at night, set up a specific time for yourself. Maybe it's after you take your evening shower or your evening wind down routine, before your skincare, after it. Add it into something that you do every single day. That's how we build consistency. So the prompt I'm going to be doing is, what felt good today? The reason is because we are focusing on that, finding the joy in the little things, shifting the way that we speak to ourselves, and having that that focus on an optimistic attitude is one way to start to view things differently. So we have daily little joys. We have what felt good today. Now, as I'm on here, you guys, if you ever have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I'm always happy to dive into a little more specifics if we need. Are you guys journaling at all? I know we've talked about this a little bit. I know Galena mentioned that she's trying to. Andy journals. I guess I'm curious as to everyone's different journaling technique. That's a big thing I know we talk about a lot on here. Christy said she's really bad about focusing on herself, so she will start. You'll short yourself on self-care. Oh, interesting. Okay, so is that one of your goals for this week? I think that there's oftentimes a little bit of a misconception when it comes to the word self-care as well. I think that self-care isn't necessary. It's not necessarily doing like the face mask and painting the nails, but it also can be like doing something that benefits your mental health, like reading every night before bed. Things that help you mentally feel a little more confident and stronger in yourself. Oh, okay. Wait, I've gotten some really good answers. Spooky, occasionally long journals, but she does do a bit every day in the planner. Yes, I love that strategy. That is one of the ones that I get to share every week with everyone. And I think it's such a good use of that morning, afternoon, and evening box as well. Jenna struggles with journaling. Is it something that you are interested in being consistent with, or what makes you think that what causes that struggle a little bit? And then Rachel said, Right now I'm doing short daily entries for each school day. That's amazing. Wait, that's such a great idea, Rachel. How is that going? Do you feel like you're balancing? I know that's one thing we've talked a lot on here is that balance between yourself and your family and the school of it all. Do you think that those daily entries are giving you a little more insight too? Oh, friend, I've been journaling for 40 years. Wait, that's amazing. My favorite journal was during my divorce, my anger journal. There's always a reason, you guys, that journaling is very helpful. Your planner is another great option. I think especially if you are struggling a little bit with consistency, just writing a little bit each day is going to help start you on understanding, okay, this is something I can journal with. You can do little reflections on, okay, what did I do today? Starting small. Oh, that's so great. Rachel said that it helps give clarity on each child. That's amazing. I love that. The success and the challenges and so much more. That is so incredible. Right? And then Sydney said, right now, because I need happy and laughter, I've been watching all the chick flicks. I think that's amazing. You have to find those little things every day that help lift you up and that help you get through those harder times. This journaling concept, it also does bring us to our positive affirmation, which was, I had one from the success sheet that I really liked. And I think it's a great connection to what we want to all accomplish each day. And it says, I have great ideas and make great contributions. That is going to lift us up and remind us to keep moving forward. Robin, I am 19 and have been journaling since I was 8. That's amazing. Have you noticed a difference then in your journaling, I'm assuming? What's been your biggest takeaway? Also, as we were talking about these, I wanted to just mention that we do have amazing journals here for you. They're number 10 in your cart if anyone is looking for another space to get that journaling on track, have that consistency. I actually have the marble burgundy one here, which is so incredible. They're just ivory lined pages, high quality paper. Good morning, Donna. And this is going to help you with that consistency and building that journaling. So I thought I would mention that as well. I also do want to add in our first friendship bracelet doodle. I am going to have it in the Sunday afternoon box. And then we will dive back into our color coding and our planning of it all. I wanted, because this right here, our focus this week is on gratitude, I thought it would be amazing to have our first friendship bracelet say gratitude. So GRATITUDE, 9 letters. Oh, my weekend was amazing, Donna. Thank you for asking. How was yours? Robin said, oh, for sure. I notice when I stop for a few days, I'm not as happy or patient. That's so interesting. It does, Lisa. I've had that question. Yes, it does. So these are going to be 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. So it does depend on which specific size you are using, but these are going to be that 5.8 by 8.3 inches. I'm going to just do our first one in pencil because it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes before you dive right in. So let's just start off. I think I'm going to do an inspiration from, which one was it? These ones right here. You're afraid of the bracelet. Oh, blueberry theme. I love that. So we're going to go and do it like this. It's going to be in the corner. G R A T I T U D E. I think that this will work okay. We might actually bring it up a little bit, but we got this. I think I'm just going to erase it. I just wanted to get a better understanding of it. So, okay, let's try this again. I'm going to take my black Sharpie pen and I'm just going to do the outside first. And we're going to have it go like this, actually. So G R A T GRAT I T U, oh no, D, and then E. We'll make that work. Perfect. And then we are next going to, because the reason I like to add in the doodles is that it is a fun way to challenge yourself, to get your creativity, and that in itself is what also allows us to connect with our planner and want to keep coming back every day. Everyone's a little different, but that is one reason why I love to do it. So I'm going to also go in and I'm just going to add in the letters using the same pen. Gratitude. Just like that. We're going to see, you guys, it's all about, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I need everyone to remember. And then today, for color options, you could use your zebra mild liners. I might see how this, because I do have a plan in mind on how we're going to be color coding. So I'm going to try these Stabilo pens first and see how that takes us. And I'm just going to stick with a pattern for the first one. Oh, you need a crystal. How about a crystal, Christy? That is always, or pink next. Purple's always, I love, like, whenever I think of purple, I think of like mystical. What was that book? The Purple Crayon. I'm going to keep these actually just in order for the moment so I can repeat it. These were supposed to be a little more circular, but a lavender plant. That's a good one. Okay. And then you can also make these a little more circular if you would like. I'm going to do a different, I think I wanted to do 2 orange in a row. I feel like that's really cool. And then we're going to go back and grab this deeper Stabilo as well. Once we do this, the next thing I like to always do is add in our live schedule. Oh my gosh, Christy, I have seen your doodling abilities. There is no lacking on that part. You drew the coolest dinosaurs, unicorns. It's amazing. Okay, wait. Perfect. Oh, grapes. Wait, I love that. That one is that's amazing. And then just for a last little touch, we're just going to go like that. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our live schedule. So a big thing this week is going to be doing our live schedule in one color, but I have to show you guys exactly what I mean. So we have a lot of different lives happening this week because we are going to be setting up our monthlies for September and our weeklies, as well as our classes with Caitlin. So this is a big week for all of us. So we want to make sure that we are clear in the timing of it all. So let's start off with classes with Caitlin. Again, those are going to start today at 3 p.m. Eastern. We have companion worksheets for each of these classes that we'll be doing at the link in our bio. And so the one today at 3 p.m. Eastern, all are free here on TikTok Live. You are going to, I recommend, grab our worksheets in the link in our bio. This first exercise is called Balance Your Plate, and you're going to be able to use this alongside us. There's going to be some for Define Yourself, personal mission statements, all of those amazing workshops. So I would recommend grabbing those as well. So are going to start with classes with Caitlin. Those are going to be actually taking place today, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to use purple for our classes. So let's see. I'll do balance your plate. And I'm going to grab this purple for it. Color coding is nice too, because when you look at your planner, you're instantly going to recognize, okay, this is what I have going on today. How can I make sure I'm checking things off my list? So this is going to say balance your plate. Yes, go grab your planner, Galena. I always feel better after I get my feelings out on paper in that time log. And so over here, I'm just going to write class with Caitlin number 1. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the next class with Caitlin, which will be this Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to keep them as best as I can on the same side, like the same spot, because they are the same time. And so this one's going to be that first section in your planner where we're set up define yourself. So our first class today is balance your plate. That is not a specific page in your planner. So if you order your planner now and you don't have, of course you won't have it by 3 p.m. Eastern, that is a-okay, because you can still follow along, grab that free worksheet and start setting yourself up for success. Oh no, I did not mean to write balance your plate again. That's okay. We're just gonna cross that out and write define yourself. No big deal. Classes with Caitlin, number 2. A sticker, you're not wrong. I will probably be adding one in. We'll see. I'm also okay with just leaving it like that. Not the end of the world. We'll live. Okay, everyone's like tiny sticker. Let me grab one. Let me do a purple heart. How's that? Purple heart. I'm actually going to grab just these little sets of tweezers. Okay, you guys are right. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, you did blueberry pancakes. That's amazing. Right? It was perfect for it. So that was our classes with Caitlin pairing. So then the next thing that we're going to do is let's add in our plan with me's for this week, because we actually have 2. Let's do it in pink. We have our current one, of course. But then we will also have one Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So right over here, which I'm going to add in and we're going to use this pink Stabilo pen as well. So, of course, we do this every week, this current one. So, weekly plan with me. And then at the end of every month, oh, hello. Do the planners come with the stickers? Hey, Suzanne. So your planner will come with one free sticker sheet, and then we have all these other stickers available. They are numbers, let's see, right now in stock, we have Purposeful, Variety, and Mystic Michaela, and we are restocking our stickers. So when those come in, those will be up as well. The free sticker sheet you'll get, let me just put that down before I get pen everywhere, is going to come in the back of your planner, and it will look like this. So it's the perfect set of stickers to go with your planner. And so this will be at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. All of the times you see here are in Eastern, so just adjust accordingly. Wednesday will be 2 p.m. Eastern. And this is going to be September Plan With Me. And then I'm just going to do a little arrow. And I'm actually just going to grab I don't love writing with these for those like detailing spots. So I'm just going to grab a Pilot G2 pen so I can have a little more control. And we're just going to be extra specific here. And we are going to write September. So these will be our trackers and monthly calendars. So that is what we will be setting up Wednesday. Amazing. The other one we're going to add in is also our every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I come on TikTok Live and I host a reading sprint. Trying to decide what color I want to do this one in. I think I just might add in another color. Or should I do it in pink? No, we'll do it in another one. And this is a dedicated hour for you guys to read whatever you would like. I like to also read our One More Chapter book club pick, which I'm excited. The results are in, you guys. I will be posting a video this afternoon about it. But in addition, for a sneak peek, the winner of our One More Chapter book club for September was, drumroll, The Lost Bookshop, which I am so excited about. It's a magical realism book, and it's going to be such a great one to read. So that event is all up and made. I'll be sharing more information about that later today as well. So the next thing we're going to do is just add in our reading sprints every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm just going to do that right down here. Perfect. Yes, spooky. I think it's going to be such a good book. Are you going to join us, do you think? I always want. It's also available on Kindle Unlimited. Huge perk. So this is going to be our 60-minute. Oh, I like this blue. Reading sprint. There's a lot going on this week, so I wanted to make sure that we saved some of our doodles for once we laid out our plans for the week. I also thought it would be really cool to be able to do the last, just because these ones were a little longer. So now that I think about it, I'm trying to decide. I might do it a little differently than I had planned originally, and I think that's okay. It would be really cute to then do, oh my gosh, wait, I'm so excited, Spooky. I'm going to do the last set of our lives in a friendship bracelet, a cute way to incorporate the theme, sticking to that little bit of color coding, but I really wanted to make sure we had separate color codings for these ones. They're a little longer, and I wanted to be a little more clear on them. I just want to double check that I did do everything that I wanted to with these. Yes, okay. So now we're going to grab our black Sharpie pen again, and we're going to add in our friendship bracelets for our other lives for this week. So starting off with tonight's. And what I thought would be really cute would be, we can kind of do some of them like this. We can add in the times. I think we got this. Or we go like this. So there's two options. We either go like this. Oh, Jenna, Kindle Unlimited. Or we stick with these ones. I might stick with, actually, I might move to these ones and then add in the other ones for extra doodles, but keeping that consistency. Absolutely. Oh no, Erica, that is A-okay. There will be a recording up on Red after, but we still have some more to go. We're still adding in our planning. We have so far covered goal planning and certain lives, and now we are adding in additional lives. Absolutely. So let's go like this. We're going to start by adding the circles, I think, or the lines. So our first live that we're going to add is that first one's always a little scary. So we're going to go and just draw a little circle here. This circles are going to be where it says live. So L, I, V, E. Perfect. And they don't have to be. And then we're going to add in, let's just see how this is going to work. Let's add in L, I, V, E. Yes, make sure if you guys ever want to like go back, rewatch, these are always uploaded to Red afterwards. So that's just another good resource to check out, and make sure to subscribe. I'm going to then color in, I really wanted to use these oranges, I think. So we're just going to, oh, I love that. I love that idea, Callie. Callie said she's probably going to do a breakfast food thing. And then, oh, I did want to add one more over here, just for a little bit of consistency. Perfect. And then we're going to add in the time using a color. So let's use maybe the orange. I think we're going to go orange. And this is going to say 7. I'm just going to add the time right here. Perfect. Okay. You can also do it a little lower. That probably would have been a little more recommended, but that's okay. Next, we're going to go over to Tuesday. And that will be at 10. Now, I want this one to look, actually, we're going to keep that consistency. So this one we're going to put up here. L, V, E. Perfect. Oh, Cindy, I'm saying, but oh, Cindy, I think you're getting filtered. I see, but I'm still using it. Just like to make sure you guys know I'm never ignoring. And then we're just going to go like this. And then we're going to add in, I think, some little stars. And we might just stick to the beads, actually. We'll probably add in the stars when we get to the other ones again, but. And then I'm going to start by going through with the black and just adding them all in. And then we'll go through and add the rest of the colors. But this is just a little example of how you can try maybe a different friendship bracelet. Whether you like it or not, you can always learn as you go. So that will be there. And then Wednesday. Bye, Callie. Thanks for tuning in. L, I, V, E. And then just like that. Oh, wait, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm obsessed. That's adorable. It's so great to have you both on here. Good luck with your schooling. Thursday is going to be, oh, bye, Cindy. You got this. We'll talk to you later. Thursday will be up here. That's so cool. That's amazing. Okay. And so this is like another way to color code, but with icons. And it can be really cool to challenge yourself each week. We do these together. So you're always getting to try something new if you choose. Thursday here and here. And then we're going to go L-I-V-E. Oh, wait, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm honored. I'm really excited. I think that this exercise is really important too, the balance your plate one. It's always a really helpful starting point too. That makes me, oh, that's so cute. I love that. I'm so excited to have her on. Okay, and then does anyone on here have big Labor Day weekend plans? Doing anything fun? I bet I can guess what Jenna's doing, going to the lake potentially. And then I'm just gonna grab the orange next. So you'll notice that, again, this builds that consistency with the colors, but it also is a little different. Oh, it's in your backyard. That's amazing. So you're always at the lake. Oh, I forgot to add one more in here. And then like this. Yes, I knew about the golf. I don't think I realized that you lived on the lake. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I almost just wrote lake. Whew. That would have been bad. Okay. Amazing. Ah, to live on the lake. It's like one golden summer all the time. Wednesday night, right over here. And then Wednesday night will be at 7. And then 10 o'clock. Perfect. And then we're going to color them in. And then we are going to add in all of our to-dos. And then we'll add in some more doodles and just our appointments for the week, meetings, deadlines, things like that are really important to always have in your planner. Okay, so let's actually grab, sticking with this orange. I think it's perfect for this. We're gonna keep these pretty consistent. Okay. Oh, I'm honored. I really appreciate that. I want this to be a space for everyone to be welcomed and feel confident in having their children on. Oh, I don't know what that is. What is Swiss Days? I've never heard of that. Oh, that is really incredible. That is so amazing. And then okay. Perfect. The last thing I just wanted to do for these colors specifically is just add in a little bit of the gray. Not much, just a little bit. Just like that. Just to give it a little something. I'll probably just start with the tops. I don't think I'm going to do the bottom of them. And then just like that. Oh, are you going to go? That'd be so fun. Okay. I think that looks good. The next thing actually that we're going to do is add in any appointments. So for instance, if you're going to the dentist on Wednesday, you want to make sure you add those in. And for that, we're going to add in with a red pen because you want to make sure you don't forget. And it's really important to have that in there. That's so exciting. And then we're going to just go like that so it looks a little separate. And then any other meetings that you have, anything that you have a certain deadline for, that is what I want you to add in next. Red has to do with the color theory. This is going to give you that sense of urgency. It's usually used with like alert. Okay. And then now we add in our to-dos. I should not have put the red away because I also like to have my reds for my to-do list. So think of your to-do list as where you put those top items. What has to get done this week? You can't carry it over. It has to get done this week. Probably because there's a deadline. So for instance, if you have to get a baby shower gift. Now, the way I do it is I tend to use this to-do list for my personal life. So more specifically, things outside of work. Whereas I use these daily blocks for all really work related and work reminders for those long-term notes that I don't want to forget. Because they probably don't have to be done right away, but they do have to get done at some point, and it's easy to forget when you're trying to remember everything, so writing it down is key. So maybe, like if you have to do some laundry from the weekend, from your traveling, any videos you need to make. This one, yes, is work, but I want it in my to-do list. Okay, and then I put the red pen away so I don't accidentally grab it. And I do a color for work reminders and personal reminders based on our theme. In this case, I'm actually going to use, so you can see here that I use a lot of like oranges for lives, and I want to keep that for work reminders. That way it's a little, still gives you that color coding, but still stays on theme as well. So look at these as things that, again, don't have to get done this week, but they do need to be on your mind. And then let's see here. We're just going to keep adding those tasks so we just don't want to forget. And then for the personal reminders, I'm trying to decide what color I want to do. I think I'm going to just add in a different one. I don't think I've used this color yet, and it's still on that theme, but it isn't, quote, related to work. So it's still giving it that separation. So these are going to be that personal life, things you don't want to forget personally. Okay. And then, oh, is your live is glitching? Oh no. Are you guys all having this problem? I don't want anyone to have, oh no. Okay. That's so weird. Okay, that's so strange. Technology. Amazing. The next thing then is I actually wanted to give an example of how you could do your projects box. So the projects box is going to be great for keeping track of any long-term, I guess, projects that you're working on, but more specifically breaking it down in this box so you know what steps are getting done. And so let me walk you through an example that is going to help make this clear. So I'm just going to grab a purple Pilot G2 pen just because I have an easier time writing them. Just means spooky cool. As long as we're good now, Jenna. So what I want you guys to do in this projects box is I'm just going to highlight it purple so you know which one I'm working on. And we are going to give an example here of if you are redoing your home office. This is another way to utilize this projects box. Redo home office. Okay, then we're going to do colon. And I want you to write down everything that you have to do for this specific project. That way you have almost like a separate to-do list for that specific project, for that big long-term activity. So I want you to then just draw whatever. You can do squares, you can do bullets on what has to get done to accomplish this. So order desk lamp. If you want a new comfy chair. If you, maybe you have a bookshelf that's in your office right now and it's gotten out of hand. Yep, you are going to organize or declutter actually your bookshelf. And you're going to maybe get like a cute decoration for it. You're going to make it feel homey, but also organized. So it's giving you that improved productivity feel for work. Also, you might need just some new storage bins. And let's say you're painting the office. You want to pick out a new paint color. So this right here gives you a visualization of your status with that project. And then every week, you're going to see one less thing on there because you are accomplishing maybe just one thing a week. That way, this would be in a month or whatever, you would have everything done. And that's going to also allow you to track your progress, but maybe improve your progress as well. If you want to speed up that timeline, okay, let's cross 2 things off this week. Let's also then maybe on Sunday get the paint, start painting. You get all the tools and supplies on Saturday, Sunday, boom, you paint. Things like that to help you move forward on that specific task. Okay. Oh, that's so weird. I don't like to hear that. I don't want to hear that it's glitching. That's not fun. I'm actually going to use the same pen for the meal planning. I don't want to throw another color in here this week. So I'm just going to stick with that purple. No, I'm going to use a gray. A gray, so that way it's like less of a color, but it's still a color. Let me find it. Okay. what I love about meal planning is that it helps you to make that grocery list every week. You can see what you need. And as you're making it, you can also see, okay, if I'm using ingredients on Sunday, what can I make Monday from it? Same thing, Tuesday, Wednesday, things like that. What's going to last more than a day? And then you can make your grocery list. Okay. How do you guys find your meal planning going? Are you sticking to it? Spooky. I see you. I see you. That's so funny. Okay. Do you make one, Spooky? I guess that's also a question I have, is if you're making one and not sticking to it. The intention is there. Okay. All right. I can see everyone does not enjoy meal planning. Totally fair. But it does help. Jenna, just because you despise it, does it mean that you don't do it, or do you still do it even though you despise it? Oh, wait, that's amazing, Rachel. That's great. You get 3 to 5 days out of 7. You know what? That's okay. I feel like, I think we all have that feeling. Some days are always a little bit better than others. Okay, fair. And then we're going to have a lot of leftover chicken, so we'll take some grilled chicken. And you know what, Spooky? That's fair, as long as you are finding a way that works for you. Burger. You gotta love a good burger. And then takeout. These right here, so all of our planners right now are available in that A5 size. So it's going to be a 5.8 inch width by an 8.3 inch height. Yes, that is the best. That's why I do so many bowls. It makes it so much easier. I wanted to add in a little more of this theme too. I think that's really important that we get back, that we also add in that. Now that we have, I think, like all of our plans in here, it's really important to do that. Wait, you guys, hold on one second. I was gonna say, I knew I forgot to do something. Grains and Mains is, I don't think I saw her come on, but Grains and Main's birthday is on Friday, so I also wanted to add this in. I'm wondering if I could do that in our theme. Or if I do it like, I have a great idea. We're gonna do B-Day or celebrate birthday, B-Day. Oh, okay, Jenna, yeah, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. I don't think I would like it either. I think B-Day, birthday. C-E-L-E. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I think we're going to write B-Day. I think that'll work. You're one of the picky eaters. Okay, fair. At least you're the one. If you're the one making it, you're allowed. And then over here, What's really nice too is that next week when we have this, like nothing is going to go through. That's another big perk. And so I like to add these doodles, you guys. I know you guys are adding your own too, which is really cool. It's such a fun way. Just so if anyone's new on here and it's like, what's going on? We are currently decorating our defined planner for the week. We've set up a lot of our plans and really feel like we are ready to add in some more doodles to stick to that theme. And then let's add in, I think, this one. And then it doesn't need to be like so symmetrical, I find. So we're just going to do bring joy to our lives through planner doodles. You're not wrong. That is exactly it. And then we're going to add in another orange. I like the orange. I think it's pretty. And then I also just wanted, I'll keep going with this. Hold on. Okay. This came out a little bigger than I thought, but that's okay. I like it. We're going to make it work. And then a little more of this. These ones can be a little smaller though. Some pink in there. Can never go wrong with pink. And then the last one will be that orange. And then I'm just going to write in the birthday that so this was at Grains and Mains. I love getting to add everyone's birthday in here. I think that's such a fun part of this. And it's easy to remember too because you can just flip back to that month. And then I want to also add in some more doodles just because, you can never have too many friendship bracelet doodles, in my opinion. And we're going to add in, I thought it would be really nice to have like different words that align with our goals. And so our goals this week are really focused on that health and wellness, that gratitude, intention journaling. So focusing on those positive words and really emphasizing that through our friendship bracelets, I thought would be such a creative little different way to break this up. So for instance, focus would be a good one. And then some of these, we're not going to do it like full. We're going to have it wrap. So we're going to have it go FOCUS. Just like that. Never have too many is right. Actually, I think I'm going to end up going like this way just because of the way that this looks. Okay. I might even add a star to this one. So I'm going to take our orange and we're going to add a star. Or what's supposed to be a star. Not the best. There we go. That's a little better. And then we're going to take this one. We're going to mix up the colors on this one. And then we will add in the orange. I really like this orange. And then we're going to add in, I thought it would be cute to do one going like this. And so for this word, I thought it would be really nice to do, let's go with joy. So we're going to do peace and joy, joy and peace. Let's see, what do we want? Or no, we're going to do define. We have to do define on one of these. So we're going to have, we can also do more than one. I thought it would be cool to do it a little sideways. So let's do D, E, F, I, N, E. And then we are going to color again. All right, like this. Okay. How is everyone's weekly planner session going? I also want to remind you all to keep sending in those weekly spreads. I love being able to share them with everyone. It's such a great way to inspire others and also just like show it all off. Oh, good. Wait, I'm so glad, Spooky. Wait, these kind of look like blueberries. Perfect. Okay. Right? That's the coolest part. Everyone is so creative. It's crazy. I feel like we're all always to try new things because of each other, which is really amazing. And one of the best parts, I think, about having such a cool community. And then we're going to do in the next week's box, it's September. So we're going to add in September, or no, I guess it's Labor Day, right? I should probably do in Labor Day. So L, A, B, O, L, A, L, A, B, O. Hold on, actually, we're going to put the L over here. L, A, B, O, L, A, B, O, R. Wait. And then we'll do a little bead. So let's go with pink. Why not? And then we're going to have it say D-A-Y. L-A-B-O-R-D-A-Y. Perfect. And then we're just going to do that same idea with these bracelets. Perfect. Okay. And then we're just going to grab that gray again. Okay, this is looking really cute, you guys. The other thing I thought would be really cute to do would be something with a friendship bracelet in here, focusing on positive words. So joy, I thought would be really cute. J-O-Y. And then we're going to have this one round up. Using our theme. we're just gonna grab that gray. So we're gonna go joy, we're gonna go, I think peace would be a good one. If I wanted to, I could do mindfulness. Maybe I do that. That's a really long one. I don't really want to do that one, but that's another option. We're gonna do peace instead. P, E, A, C, and E. I'm really liking this orange. I don't know why. And then we're going to add in a little pink star. I thought a pink one would be kind of cute. Okay, that's a odd looking shape bracelet, but you know, it's just at a different angle. That works. And then good morning. And then we're gonna do, I also wanted to add in another one over here because next week's already September, if you can believe it or not. So we're gonna do sept as like the abbreviation and then 1. S-E-P-T. And then we're going to add in just like that. So I use an array. I don't tend to use these specific ones, but they had more colors that I wanted for this theme. So these ones right here, the Stabilo pens, 0.88. Usually you'll find me using the Staedtler pens. These are the ones I prefer. The Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners. I just had a specific image in my mind of the color scheme, so I did go with the Stabilo today. And then for markers, I use the Zebra Mild liners. These are my go-to. They're the best. I love them so much. So I highly recommend those ones. Oh, that's a blue. I wanted gray. Absolutely. Okay. And then I'm going to highlight just this in a gray as well. Let's see. Trying to decide what else I want to add, if I want to add anything. Maybe we do one over here. I like this quote, life is a journey to be experienced, not a problem to be solved. I think over here it'd be cute if we didn't do like a word one. I think it would be cute if we did just a color one, mixing it up a little bit. So we'll go with a heart. And then a circle. I'm excited to see how everyone's comes out. I already know they're going to be amazing. You guys are always sending me the coolest spreads each week. These ones are just going to be baby bracelets right here. I thought that would be cute. And then we can have one going that way. And this one, good morning, Lucy. Yes, yes, Melissa, such an important detail. Thank you so much, Lucy, too. This was Jenna's idea for a theme, and it was such a good idea that we were like, let's do it. Pink, pink, and then we're going to wrap it up Let's actually then go orange, orange. Pink, pink. And then I think a little blue again, right over here. We're actually gonna go, and then an orange. I love that. This looks really cute. And then I think over here we could do another little friendship bracelet. And this one we're gonna have say, grow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. G R O W. Amazing. And then we're gonna draw those circles again. This one, I think we're just gonna make a full one. I think that would be really cute. We'll do some stars. Okay. Pink, of course. We're gonna keep that consistency. Double pink though. So pink, pink. Orange. Blue. Blue over here as well. Actually, we're going to do a double blue. Blue, blue. I think we're going to do 2 more stars. And then pink, pink. Thanks, Spooky. And then we're going to do a little, let's do a heart here. Why not? Perfect. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, no, don't never apologize for being locked into your planner. Yes, Blonde Ginger Life. I'm so happy to hear that. We are hosting our first class with Caitlin today for this round. And I do it's at 3 p.m. Eastern today on TikTok Live. It's free and it's going to help you start setting up your planner using and then the first exercise is going to be called Balance Your Plate. This is downloadable. It's free, link in bio. The class will be today at 3 p.m. Eastern here on TikTok Live. So if you just got your Defined Planner, if you're getting your Defined Planner, if you want to start balancing your plate, this class is for you. I'm really excited for it. It's always such an amazing exercise to visualize where you're at and how you want to adjust. Yes, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm going to add in this sticker right here that says, "Do it for you." And then we're going to add in one more bracelet over here. And I want this one to say, oh, we got to do one that says love, right? Thanks, Donna. No way, that's amazing. I love a good nail polish matchup. Yes, if you need to assess from last class, Jenna, always. You can never balance your plate too much. Such an important point as well. Okay. You guys, I think this came out so good. I'm loving this. And I also can't wait, you guys. I want everyone, please send me your Define Weekly Planner spread. You can either post and tag us on like TikTok, Instagram, or send it directly to us on Instagram as well. Yes, I'm so excited to see it. And this was just another example, you guys, of an amazing way to use your planner based off of a different color coding doodling technique. Adding in your important parts, making sure that it looks balanced. And I'm so glad we got to do this together today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really always appreciate it. We will be back on today at 3 p.m. Eastern for our Balance Your Plate exercise. I always recommend you guys grabbing this companion worksheet at the link in our bio. Get ready. If you came last time, make sure that you also come again, reset that plate with us, and I will get to talk to you guys all in a little bit. Have such a fabulous day if I don't see you, and make sure to keep navigating your day with purpose. Bye, everyone.